All right, we are on Unit 8, Lesson 13. This is the last lesson before your quiz. So you will have 2 nights to complete this homework, remember. Okay, it's going to be assigned today. We will not have math tomorrow, okay, because we'll be on our middle school field trips, and then we will take our quiz on Thursday. So your homework is due on Thursday, but you can always get it done tonight and not have to worry about it open house night too, which would be nice. Okay, so, nope, not Unit 13. Hold on. Okay, let's try this again. That's better. Unit 8, Lesson 13. All right, so our focus today is using all the knowledge that we've come up with and practice to find a volume, which we know how to do, but this time we're looking at a composite solid figure. So we are graduating from the rectangular prism. Oh, kind of messed up there. All right, so composite solid figure. So what does that mean? If we look at our student activity page 293, it tells us that a composite solid figure can be made by putting 2 or more rectangular prisms together. Okay, so notice this right here is a picture of a composite figure. There's one rectangular prism here and one rectangular prism here, and they're just put together into one solid figure. So we want to work on finding the volume of that solid figure. Now remember, the volume is the space that fills up the figure. So we want all of this and all of this without this space, because that's not part of our figure. So how do we do that? Well, the best way to do that is to break it apart into the 2 or 3 prisms that there are and find the volume of each and then add them back together. Okay? So we're going to break apart the figure. Oh, where'd my marker go? Eek. What's happening? I don't know why that's not working. Well, that's fun. Let me see if it'll let me type. Okay, so we're going to break apart the figure. And then we're going to find the area of each prism, or sorry, the volume. Then we'll add all volumes together. Okay, so our unit's going to be in a single unit like centimeters, a squared unit like centimeters squared, or a cubed unit like centimeters cubed. Which one's it going to be? It's going to be cubed because we're finding volume. Okay, so let's look at number 1 over here in our activity book. We want to find one of the prisms first. Now we could separate this into 2 different prisms, different ways. So keep in mind that when you're separating the 2 prisms, it could be a couple different ways that it's done. Okay, but we're going to take the blue one first. So we need to find the length, the width, and the height. Hopefully this will work over here. Okay, so we're looking at the blue one first. Okay, so what's the length of the blue one? Does it tell us? Yes, what is it? 3 inches. What's the width? Ooh, be careful. What's the width? Is it labeled on the blue? No, but is it labeled on this one? And is that the same distance as this? Yes, so you have to be able to figure out, okay, this side's that, and that's the same as this side, so that means that. Okay, so 5 inches would be the width. What's the height? 9 inches, good. Okay, so we need to find that first. 3 times 5 is 15. 15 times 9. 9 plus 4 is 13. Do you agree with my math? Yes. Okay, because I've been known to be wrong. Okay, so this is the volume of the blue rectangular prism. Now we want to find it of the tan. I'm going to use black because I don't have a tan marker. It will show up really well. Okay. So the tan one, what's the width or the length? 15 inches. What is the width? 5 inches. And the height? 3 inches. Okay. So you can do this a couple different ways. I see this first, 5 times 3 is 15, and then I'm going to do 15 times 15. You could do 15 times 5 and then multiply that times 3, however you want to do it. Seven plus 5 is 12. Do you agree with my math? Okay, so this is the volume of the tan. And then our final step is to add those together. So we're going to take 135 cubic inches and add that to 225 cubic inches. Now remember, we're adding here, okay? So don't get confused with multiplying. 5 plus 5 is 10, carry the 1. 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 1 is 6. 1 plus 2 is 3. So the total volume of that composite figure is 360 inches cubed. Okay, so tonight and tomorrow night for the homework, you're going to have problems like this where it's going to ask you to break it apart. And then you're also going to have real world word problems. This one specifically is on there with the laptop, where it's saying, okay, these are all the measurements. What is it going to be if the laptop's closed? What space is it going to take up? Okay, so you'll have to take the screen part, find the volume of the screen, find the volume of the keyboard, and then add those together for the total volume. Okay? All right.